welcome back to the channel. How is everyone doing? I hope all is good in your lives. So today's video, what have I done? Can you see the back of my car? So what I've done is I've actually purchased a blind bundle of clothing. So I've actually gone for women's clothing because that's all they had. So this is actually from a warehouse. So this is all unsorted. I have no clue what it is. The only thing I do know is actually it's women's clothing, and it's also like their winter stock. So the plan is that I want to see if I can actually buy in bulk and sift through it to see if there's anything that is, dare I say, eBayable. If there is, amazing, I'm going to like then put that on. But if there's not, what can I do with all this stuff? Is there an outlet that I can get rid of it? Because I do not want to be sitting on all this. If you can see, there's a lot here. I think I've got like 20 bagfuls, so 20 bin bags, and I've, just so you know, I've paid, I think it worked out at £160 for all of this. So it may well be a bit of a risk. I'm not sure if I'm going to like recoup that back, but hey, we've got to try. So I'm trying to like grow the business. I'm looking at other options. Is this something that might be an option moving forward? I can see this is going to be like quite a lot of hard work. So next thing for me to do is I'm going to get it back home and I'm going to get it processed. What I mean by processed is I'm going to get it out of the bags, inspect every single item, and then ascertain whether it's going to be worth me kind of like keeping it, or whether I'm actually just going to flip it straight away. So more than likely what I'm going to attempt to do is actually like see if I can take it to somewhere like a cash for clothes, see if that actually works out. Maybe like see if I can recoup some of that money back. I don't know, but that I think is what the video is about today. So hope you enjoy. Let me know if you've got any thoughts, whether you think this model will work or do you think it's going to absolutely fail. I'll be interested to like hear what your thoughts are. I've not used wholesalers. I think I tried like once or twice in the past. I've never really done very well with those, and I've always found that the cost implications were pretty high for the quality of what you actually got. I'm always very much an advocate for hand picking everything that goes into your store. So fundamentally this, I suppose like what I'm doing is I'm sifting through a lot to hand pick what I do want, but then I need to like have an outlet for anything I don't want. So without any further ado, like let's get back home and get to processing. Right, so this is the haul, all in there. Nola has decided that she's going to help as well. Right, so now I need to like, get processing. So I'd like to try and get this done in an hour. So it is now 10 to 2. If I can get that done in an hour, then I can get it into the car, and then I can like try and get down to the cash for clothes before they close. So let's kind of like start processing to see what we actually have. Right, so I've now kind of like got all the items ready. I'm going to go to my normal photo station, and this is where I'm going to like process it. So I'm just going to like physically like open it up and have a look to see if we've got anything of interest.
So I suppose like the key thing for me is actually like knowing what I'm actually looking for. So ideally I'm looking for the items that are going to be close to that £15 profit margin. So it's going to be a little bit difficult to work out because I need to like see what the overall cost of this bundle will be, and I then need to like work out like what the cost of goods. So I may actually like pick out a few items that I think that might be like kind of potentially like, and then I can work out the cost of goods. Then I can like work out kind of like whether it's like worth keeping them or not. So I'm going to start kind of like opening it up now. Right, so what have we got? We'll start off with a dress. Any name on this one? Can't see a name on it, so I'll leave that. Then we've got something very, I think, River Island, kind of like a shawly come like glittery thing. So I'm putting this to one side at the moment. Right, then we've got a super dry kind of like fleece line gilet. Not amazing, but let's just double check to make sure that the zip works. But I'm going to put that to one side actually, because that may be, so it's an extra small, but it's a potential. Right, then we've got a velvet top. By next, and we've got that is loungewear. Don't think that's anything special. Then we got a hoodie, so a Stitch Disney stitch. So Disney just on there. Now I'm wondering whether this is actually something like Primark. Yeah, it's Primark. I'm going to put that to one side. Nothing special there. Sheen. Now I'm sure there's going to be a lot of stuff that's not particularly like kind of like good. H&M. So kind of a blazer. We've got a jumper by it. So Ralph Lauren. Right, what's this one looking like? Extra large. Now I'm not sure if this actually is a extra large, but Ralph Lauren Sport. I'm going to put that to one side. That might be a potential. Right, then we got a coat, H&M. So it's kind of like a parka, not a parka, a trench coat. H&M, possibly not. Right, I'm definitely not kind of the best one when it comes to like women's clothes. I am still trying to learn. Right, then we've got a black dress, Lipsy, London. I'm really not sure about that one. I'll put that to one side for the moment. And then we've got cider. Never heard of cider before. We've got Marks and Spencer's. Don't think this is anything special. Next. Atmosphere. Right, then we've got a fleece by Soul. Never heard of that. Doesn't look particularly nice. Another jumper. Alice something. I'm not sure. It's a little bit bobbly. Acrylic and wool. Right, so leave that. Right, so this super dry gilet, which looks like nice on the face of it, I can't seem to like get the zip to do up, so I'm going to reject that one as well. Right, so now just going to open up the second bag. After looking at like a couple of those items, I've decided to actually reject all of them apart from the Ralph Lauren jumper. So that's basically what I'm going to do. I'm not going to kind of like show you every single item. What I'll do is I'll stop the video when I find something and then I'll point it out just to let you know. Right, so we start off like out of this bag. Start off with a bit of Levi's. Kind of like jogging bottoms, look reasonably good condition. I don't think they're going to be like huge value, but looks reasonable. In other words, not heard of that before. So let's put that onto the possible and I can research it. So I did say that I was actually not going to like show every single item. Right. Oh. Right, next bag. Razor by Limited. Not sure about that brand. Marks and Spencer's. Alright, so that is a phase 8. From there. So phase 8 size 14. A dress. It's like a dressing gown, this one. Right, just found a little skirt. Looks like a mini skirt, this one, but it is by Sea Salt, and it is a size 14. So getting to a slightly bigger size, which I seem to do better with Sea Salt when it is the bigger sizes. All right, just opened up a bag. Check out those things. Some snakeskin boots. I can't actually see a brand. They feel pretty terrible as well, so I'll leave those ones. What's this? Looks like a pea coat to me. All right, who's this by? Marmere, tailored garment made in England. Potentially might be something. Yeah, I'll put that on the kind of like the potential one. We've got a fleece hoodie by Regatta. Sure about that one. All right, just pulled out a men's, what's it, like a cardigan? Not cardigan, like tank top, but yeah, like by Gan XL, and that was in obviously the women's, but that is definitely men's. So it looked like it's, yeah, tags all look good. XL, yeah, happy with that. Right, this bag looks like it's absolutely full of jumpers, so woolly jumpers. M&Co, no thank you. New Look, no thank you. H&M, nope. Anything reasonable? Brave Soul, no. This feels terrible. Dorothy Perkins. Kind of roll neck one, no, cut out. No. Peanuts, by Tesco. Jeans by No Brand. Marks and Spencer. Suli. I can't say I've ever seen that before. What's it made of? Is there any indicators to make sure that this is a thing? Visco. Elastic. Not sure. I'll put that over there just to kind of have a look at the comps on it, see if it's even. All right, and we've got a very, very like handmade, hand knitted jumper. Yeah, and that's it. Right, just pulled out a kind of like a long sleeve parka. So I've never heard of this brand before, but it's by Franson. You see that? It's Scandinavian design. So I'd like to actually kind of like double check on that one. It's a little bit grubby, does need a clean, but that doesn't scare me. Right, just found a kind of like a roll neck jumper, but on the neck it actually just has the Pringle logo on there as well. So that looks quite old, looks vintage, size medium. It's another one for the pile. They're joggers by two. No. No. Cherokee and Marks and Spencer's. Right, just picked out a little ski coat, like a women's ski coat, Dare to Be. Looks in nice condition actually. So it's the perfect season for snow gear. So if I can get this up like quickly, that hopefully will do reasonably well. Right, just pulled out another pea coat. So this is a women's one. It is a Ted Baker size 4, but it's like carpet lined as well. So some nice like keywords. Buttons look like they're all on there as well. Yeah, looks good actually. All right, mint velvet. These are some baggy kind of like jogging jeans. Wide leg, barrel legged, I would say. Put that on the pile. Right, another dress. This one here, quite a kind of peacocky style, I suppose, but phase 8, and that is a size UK 14. Looks quite nice. I suppose this is my struggle when it comes to specialising in men's clothing. When it comes to things like styles and that side of it, I'm still learning, so I need to like do more research and try to get better if I can. Just need to improve in all aspects. Mint velvet, is that really worth it? Doesn't look anything special, I have to say. Looks a bit tatty. Right, another dress. Damsel in a dress. Unfortunately, it looks like it's damaged on the front. Mint velvet top. Doesn't look that special. Right, so these are a pair of jodhpurs. So they're by a company called Saddle Master. Looks very old English, that. Size, what size are they? 36R. Yeah. Put them to one side. Marks and Spencer, M&S. I think like possibly the most common stuff is going to be Marks and Spencer's. Right, then we got a sheer top, and this is by that thing, All Saints. So I'll put that to one side as well. Bench, and last one, Zara Basic. Right, it's been like a few bags, but just like found this, a nice like rain mac, and it is by Sea Salt Cornwall. Trying to see how big it is. Don't think it's that. Size 12, a little bit smaller, but some nice detail on it. It's got with the toggles, very nautical looking. Right, just found a pair of high-heeled boots. So these are by Hobbs. Size 38, looking reasonably good condition. Soles look alright. Give them a go. Oh, what's this? A Jules waxed jacket. So size UK 10, fleece lined. A little bit beaten up, but it's a dog walking coat. Pretty much perfect. Put that to one side. Right, just found a cardigan. So this is by Monsoon. But having a quick look at it, it feels like super soft. I was wondering whether it was going to be cashmere, but just double checked. It's actually made by Angora. So it made of Angora, so which is like rabbit fur. So no wonder it's kind of like nice and lightweight and soft. Right, just pulled out a cardigan, a zip up cardigan. So first and foremost, like the look of this looks very cool. It's got like a load of llamas on it. Now I don't recognise the brand. I think it's called Arvicon. See if you can see that. But it does say it's 100% alpaca made in Peru. That is very cool. It's got a couple of like pocket details on there as well. Yep, like that. All right, so another one. Found a little mini skirt. It's by Kath Kidson. Looks pretty small, size 8, but got some nice like detail on. It's got pockets in there as well. I don't know if that's like a good thing or a bad thing, but I will put that to one side. Nice and bright as well, that one. Last one in this one, a little bit of Bowden. What do we think of that? Yes, no? I don't think it's anything special. I'm going to put it on the maybe. I don't think this is going to, like, a lot of these will come anywhere near my metrics. All right, we've got another like of dress this time. It's by LK Bennett. UK size 10. Might be bigger than that actually. Gap. Oh. What else we got here? Interesting. Marks and Spencer. Coast. Be nice if it was toast, but it's not. And a Whistles jacket, which looks not great. Right, so that's everything I picked up today from the haul. So 26 items in total. Did they all hit my metrics? Well, they clearly didn't. Some are better than others, but like as a overall kind of feeling, I'm pretty positive about it. So the next thing I need to do is actually go and see if I can offload the rest of it, and there's a good amount still. So I'm going to like take that to cash for close, and let's see what kind of money I will get back, and then I can work out my actual cost of goods for the 26 items I picked up. Right, so now I'm going to head off to the cash for close. Let's see how much I actually get for it. Once I've got that number, I can then work out what my overall cost of goods, see whether it's even worth it. So let's get on. Right, let's get this all unloaded. Right, how many should I bring in? Should I bring in?
We are not taking these.
Oh, fine. Okay, that's.
Yeah.
I don't know why that actually got in there.
Taking bedding,
Just clothing.
light bedding,
Fine.
clothing.
No problem. I think that should be the only one. Oh. Right, so that's the first lot, just like taken in. It'll probably take her a bit of time to actually process it, but I will update you in a bit. So now what I'm going to do is, while I can sit in the car, I need to like call eBay just about a return that's not come back, and then I'm going to get on to a bit of sniping. So I'm going to get on to vintage. Right, so see this, lovely, yeah, that's fine. Right, how do we do? 122 kilos, yeah.
10, 20, 30, 40, 60, 120.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Okay, fine.
Right, amazing. Thank you very much. Take care, bye. Okay, so back home now, and it's a couple of days later, and I've had time to think about kind of like the whole deal, whether I thought it was actually a good deal or a bad deal. So off the top of my head, I would say that I need to do a bit more investigation. I don't think it's completely clear cut at the moment. I'm quickly going to like break down the actual costs. So the haul, and it worked out, I think it was about 150 kilos worth of clothing, and again, it was all unsorted. I didn't know what I was buying apart from winter clothes and women's. So the overall cost was £160 in total. So within that, I got 23 items. Now this is the bit in hindsight that I'm kind of like thinking, even when I was going through it, there was some items that I was thinking were good, but when I actually really think about it, some of them were not great. So I'm going to still base it on 23 items that I actually picked up. So what did I get from Cash for Clothes? So it worked out £61.20 was what I got paid back, and that was for 122 kilos of clothing. So that will give me a cost of goods of £98.80. So in other words, like the initial cost, take away what I got from Cash for Clothes, that will then mean that the 23 items would owe me £4.29 each. So in my own head, how does that sound? Some of the items were definitely worth that. There was also like quite a few that weren't worth that. So having a look at the listing value for everything, I'm going to be around about the £550 to £575 listing value. So it's okay. It's not amazing. Would I do this again? Potentially, yeah. I think it's worth actually looking to see if this could work, but I think I need to try and bring the cost down. The actual initial cost of £160 for 150 kilos for me is probably a little bit high, so that might be something that I'm going to try and negotiate. But yeah, in a nutshell, I think it's an interesting thing. I don't think so. The one item that I think is a really good item, which was that alpaca made in Peru Aztec cardigan. I think that's a really nice item, and I'm really pleased to pick that one up. But the rest of them, fairly average, nothing too out of the ordinary. Right, I'm going to leave it there for the video. I do hope that's been helpful and enjoyable. Let me know in the comments what you would have done. Do you think it was an absolute a stupid move, or do you think it's actually potentially it's definitely worth it? Bear in mind that I do only sell on eBay, so I don't actually have another outlet. I think a lot of these items that I picked up would do very well on something like Whatnot or potentially Vinted. But because I'm in contract with eBay at the moment, that's not an option for me. Right, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate every one of you, and I will see you on the next one.